It happens in a moment so ordinary, you can almost miss it. Your cat walks toward you with quiet confidence, slows just enough to lock eyes for a second, and then presses their head against your hand, your leg, maybe even your face. A small, soft bump. Nothing dramatic. No sound. No demand you can easily name. And yet, in that brief contact, something passes between you that feels older than words. If you've ever looked down and thought, why does my cat do that? You mean that alone. Most people call it affection, and sometimes it is. But a head bump is not just a cute habit. In the world of cats, it can be a message, a recognition, a kind of silent signature. Your cat may be saying, in their own language, that you belong in their circle of safety. Think about that for a second. In a home filled with doors, noise, routines, and human distraction, a cat chooses a single point of contact and leans in, not all at once, just enough to say, I know you. I trust you. You are part of my world. To us, it can seem like a simple nuzzle. To them, it may be something far more meaningful, a blend of comfort, scent, familiarity, and social connection. And that's where it gets fascinating. Sometimes that gentle bump is pure affection. Sometimes it's a way of marking you with their scent, almost like leaving a quiet note that says, this human is mine. Other times, it may be an invitation, a subtle request for attention, a reminder that your cat is present and wants to be noticed on their terms. The same gesture can carry different shades of meaning, depending on the moment, the body language, the timing. So how do you know what your cat is really saying? That's exactly what we're about to uncover. Because when you begin to read the difference between a loving head bump, a face rub, and a body nudge that comes with a purpose, your relationship with your cat changes. You stop guessing. You start understanding. And in that understanding, something beautiful grows. Not just care, but connection. If your cat does this to you, like the video now, and tell me in the comments, does your cat head bump you, rub their face on you, press their body against you, or only do it at certain times? A cat's head bump is easy to misread because it feels so simple, so ordinary. But when that little weight presses against your hand, your wrist, your cheek, it is often anything but random. In that quiet contact, your cat may be doing several things at once, marking you, greeting you, calming themselves, and inviting you into their world. It is a gesture that looks small from the outside, yet from a cat's perspective, it can carry the kind of meaning humans usually reserve for words. Imagine the scene in a soft morning light. Your cat pads into the room, pauses beside your chair, and nudges your arm with the top of their head. Maybe they repeat it once, then again, with a calm insistence that feels almost deliberate. At that moment, they are not simply asking for a pet. They may be saying, you are familiar to me. You are safe. You belong in my circle. Cats rely heavily on scent, and the face and head are rich with scent glands. When they rub against you, they are blending their scent with yours, creating a kind of shared identity. In their language, this is not possession in the human sense. It is connection. And that is where the emotion becomes so powerful. What looks like a casual nudge can actually be a form of trust. A cat does not press their vulnerable face into just anything. They choose what feels secure. They choose what feels steady. So when your cat bumps you, they are often choosing you as part of their comfort zone, part of the landscape that makes their nervous system settle. That is why these moments can feel strangely moving, even for people who have lived with cats for years. There is something deeply touching about being accepted without needing to prove yourself. Of course, not every head bump means the same thing in every moment. Sometimes it is a quiet, hello. Sometimes it is a way of renewing the bond after time apart. The key is learning to notice the difference in your cat's body. The softness of the eyes, the rhythm of the movement, the position of the tail, the way they stay close after the bump or move away once their message has been delivered. And if you're starting to realize how much is hidden in these small gestures, give this video a like so more people can understand their cats a little better. But tell me this, when your cat comes in close, do they head bump you gently, rub their face along you, or only do it when they want something specific? Once you can read that pattern, the next layer of their behavior becomes much clearer. That gentle pressure against your hand, your leg, your face. It looks simple, almost ordinary, but for a cat, it can carry the weight of a quiet declaration. In that moment, your cat is not just touching you. They are reaching out with a language older than words, one built on scent, safety, and the invisible entity. A cat's face is full of scent glands, hidden around the cheeks, chin, and forehead. When they rub against you, they are leaving more than fur behind. They are placing their scent on you, blending their world with yours in a way that says, "This belongs with me, this is familiar, this is safe." It is a kind of signature, intimate and instinctive. And when a cat chooses to do that with a person, it is rarely random. It means something has made you worthy of being included in their circle of comfort. Sometimes that head bump is soft and slow, almost ceremonial. Other times it is firm, repeated, and insistent, as if your cat is trying to remind you of something you nearly missed. Maybe they want contact. Maybe they want contact. Maybe they are simply saying, without any drama at all, "I feel good here, and I want to feel even closer." There is something profoundly moving in that kind of honesty. Humans often speak around what they mean. Cats do not waste their effort, but not every bump means the same thing, and learning the difference changes everything. A loving head bump often comes with relaxed body language. Loose whiskers, a calm tail, a soft gaze. A face rub may linger longer, usually on corners, hands, or familiar objects, as though your cat is refreshing their scent map. A body mark, on the other hand, may look more assertive, a full sideways press or glide that turns you into part of their territory in the gentlest possible way. And sometimes, yes, that nudge is also a request. "Notice me. Just stay here." If you've ever found yourself smiling when your cat does this, you already understand the emotional truth beneath the behavior. It feels good because it is good. It is connection without performance, affection without explanation. And if your cat comes back to you again and again with that little push of the head, maybe the real question is not why they do it, but what they have chosen to trust you with. And once you begin to see that, you can unsee it. The smallest touch becomes a conversation, and your cat may be saying far more than you ever imagined. What looks like a simple bump against your leg can, in the quiet language of cats, means so much more. A head press is not random. It is deliberate, almost ceremonial. Your cat is not only touching you, they are choosing you. In that small, intimate moment, they are blending comfort with recognition, scent with trust, and instinct with attachment. Cats live in a world shaped by subtle signals. A rubbing face, a gentle nudge, a slow press of the forehead against your hand or chin. These are not just affectionate habits. They are part of how a cat defines safety. When the glands around their cheeks and forehead leave invisible traces behind, they are saying, in their own way, "This belongs with me. This feels familiar. This is part of my world." And when that message is directed toward you, it carries a kind of tenderness that words could never fully translate. Sometimes, though, the meaning shifts with the moment. A cat who head bumps you while purring softly may be offering closeness, asking for connection without fear. Another cat may do it more insistently, walking into you again and again, as if to say, "Don't forget me. Pay attention now." And then there are the cats who only do it in certain places, near the doorway, beside the couch, at the end of a long day, as though marking not just your body, but the rhythm of your shared life. If you've noticed that pattern, you were already seeing something important. Cats do not speak all the time, but they are never without something to say. That is what makes this behavior so moving. It is quiet, yet deeply intentional. It reveals a cat who has measured you, trusted you, and folded you into the soft geography of their existence. For many people, that realization changes the entire relationship. The gesture feels smaller at first, but then it grows larger in the heart, because when a cat presses their head into you, they are not only asking for affection, they are offering a kind of belonging. And if your cat does this often, or only at certain times, or with a force that leaves you wondering what they really want, you were not alone. There is a deeper pattern hiding in those moments, and once you learn to read it, the bond becomes clearer, calmer, and far more meaningful. The more you watch, the more the pattern reveals itself. Your cat does always head bump you for the same reason, and that's what makes the gesture so humanly mysterious. Sometimes it happens when you've just sat down after a long day, when the house finally goes quiet, and your mind begins to unwind. They walk up slowly, press the side of their head against your chin, your arm, maybe even your forehead, and in that brief contact, something changes. It is not loud. It is not dramatic, but it is deliberate. In that moment, your cat may be saying, "You are safe," or even, "Need you close." The head bump can be a kind of social glue, a soft ritual of belonging. Cats are often seen as independent, but independence is not the same as isolation. Many cats build their sense of security through contact, through scent. When they rub against you, they are not only seeking touch, they are mixing their world with yours. Their pheromones remain where their body has passed, marking you with familiarity, turning a room that belongs to everyone into a place that feels personally known. And yet, not every bump is the same. A slow, relaxed lean with half-closed eyes carries a different feeling than a quick, insistent mealtime. One says trust, another says attention. Another may say, "You missed the signal." That's why the answer is rarely found in the gesture alone, but in the moment around it. Is your cat calm, purring, and lingering? Or are they pacing, looking toward the bowl, glancing back at you as if to say, "Come on, you know what time it is"? Their body tells the story before their mouth ever could. If you've ever felt chosen by a cat's quiet affection, you were probably right. There is something deeply moving about being invited into a creature's private language without ever fully mastering it. Maybe that is part of the bond. Not understanding everything, but learning enough to listen better. And if this kind of subtle communication fascinates you, take a moment to like the video so more cat lovers can find it too. But tell me, when your cat head bumps you, what do you think they really asking for? And if you'd like to keep uncovering these quiet feline messages, stay close, because the next sign may reveal even more than you expect. And maybe that is why the moment stays with you long after it happens. A soft forehead against your hand, a face rubbing along your wrist, a quiet nudge at your knee while the house is still and the light is beginning to fade. It looks simple. It feels tender. But for your cat, it was never cat. It is affection, yes. It is recognition. It is a small, living declaration. You are mine, and I am safe with you. When you start to see it this way, the behavior becomes less mysterious and more beautiful. Your cat is not being demanding for no reason. They are speaking in the oldest language they know: scent, closeness, trust. Sometimes they are marking you with comfort. Sometimes they are asking you to pause in it. Sometimes they are saying, without sound, that your presence calms something deep inside them. And when you answer gently, you teach them that their message was received. That is the heart of this bond. Not control, not training alone, but mutual understanding built in tiny moments that most people pass over too quickly. A head bump in the kitchen, a cheek rub against your leg as you sit down, a slow, deliberate press of the body before they settle nearby. These are not random habits. They are the visible edges of an invisible relationship. So the next time your cat leans in, don't rush past it. Let the moment breathe. Offer your hand. Speak softly. Watch their body language, because sometimes the deepest trust is shown in the smallest movement of the head. And if you've ever wondered whether your cat truly sees you as part of their world, That little bump may be the answer. If this helped you understand your cat a little more clearly, give the video a like, and I'd love to hear from you. Does your cat head bump you, rub their face on you, or only come close at certain times of day? Share your experience below. And if you want more insight into the quiet psychology behind feline behavior, subscribe, because there's always more hidden in the silence between you and your cat.